Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to AEF Season 3. Don't look at the thing. It's lying again. We just haven't got our ticket from customer support. And we're here for Mavericks, playing Sweet Original Name. We saw a lot of the Mavericks in Season 2 last season. I commentated and casted quite a few of their games, and they play an interesting brand of Dota, and tonight we have a new team joining the AEF, at least in the Division 2. I don't think they played Division 1 last year, because there's not many names that I recognise here. Anyway, we have the bans, the first round of bans: Necrophos, Lich, Earthshaker, and Spirit Breaker. Probably the only surprising one there is Spirit Breaker. Clearly they don't want to play against that. Sweet Original Name, that is. Or Sun, for short. Yeah, it seems alright. We'll go with that. So, interesting to see where they take this one. Of course, Mavericks they're known for a few picks, and okay, they're going to go Night Stalker. Very nice first pick, very strong, gives good vision, good initiation, a little bit of... what? Okay, it's on. So, Sun have got they've got a plan. They've just first picked Underlord. I didn't think this guy was a hero, but apparently he is. And I must say, I have seen some Underlord games where the hero has just been like, he just can't deal with it. And Witch Doctor, okay, this is we're a long way off the meta right now, but that's okay, because this is Dota and anything can work in Dota. And if it doesn't, well, everyone laughs at you. Witch Doctor, strong hero, great laning phase, brings kill potential to pretty much any lane. Cask, Maledict, very, very strong. You know, level 4, level 5, level 6. I don't think there's support that probably deals as much damage and offers control at the same time. Right? I don't think that combination really exists in Dota. Sure, you can have someone like Shadow Shaman, has a really, really good amount of control, no damage. Right? Witch Doctor, though, different kind of hero. And we have the two-headed dragon, Jakiro. Love me a bit of Jakiro. Especially since the remodel, he looks so much better than he did. It's good. It's good. So, Jakiro Night Stalker, very interesting. Good tower push, bit of team fight, vision from the Night Stalker. We have a Lycan ban, that was pretty much instant, as well as Troll Warlord. Fair enough if you want to ban out the Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord is the kind of guy that wants to stand, fight with a BKB, and Underlord really likes to control heroes, keep them in the one spot if he can. You know, Pit of Malice, Firestorm, all these abilities are static team fight, much like Jakiro's Macropire. So Sven is going to be banned, okay, and Invoker. I'm yet to cast an Invoker game, and I'm enjoying it, even though I am an Invoker picker. Juggernaut. Okay, this is... I like the picks. I wonder why they've taken Juggernaut so early. Is this maybe going to be some sort of hyper push strat, where they're taking all the tier 2 towers before 12 minutes? Juggernaut can do that. He brings that to your team. He can bring the healing ward and offer sustain that just doesn't exist anywhere else. And actually, while we're talking about sustain, Witch Doctor as well, you go, instead of going the Maledict build that I was talking about, you head into the Voodoo Restoration. Get the heals running. It's not the world's strongest heal, but it's solid. You know, it'll keep you alive. That plus the Juggernaut ward could be interesting. So a nice bit of synergy there.
Team pick.
Bat Rider. Okay, strong meta pick. Bat Rider's been good for years now, and well, it just synergizes very nice with the Night Stalker. You know, the Night Stalker, the Bat Rider, both vision heroes can find someone, can find the right target, more importantly as well, and then kill them to start with. So in this game, you know, it might be the Underlord, it might be the Juggernaut. Find that hero, find that key enemy hero, and then kill them in the duration of the lasso.
Radiant team pick.
Very quick pick. Okay, I like this draft. I don't like it when teams are just like, oh, this is the meta, and this is what we've got to pick, and this is what we've got to play. I just don't agree with it. I believe there's an answer to everything, and the meta isn't the only answer you can come up with. And Oracle, I'm interested to see what they do with this Oracle, because the times when it's good is when Oracle gets a little bit of farm. Not lots. He doesn't need lots. I'm assuming Oracle's a he. I think he is. Anyway, when he gets a little bit of farm, okay? Just enough so that he gets some levels, gets an item or two, and gets level 18. So long as he gets 18, it's just hard to kill anybody, right? Plus the trophy aura, okay? Trophy aura, voodoo restoration. You know, this team could potentially be unkillable.
Dire team back.
Okay, interesting pick. Coming into the Underlord and the Underlord Pit of Malice. If the Storm Spirit gets hit with that Pit of Malice, he's not going to be able to ball lightning out of that. Yeah, so I'm loving this. You know, it's heroes that we don't see a lot of. This Mavericks team is quite on meta. It's quite vanilla, and that's okay, because, you know, you're here to win games. But do they have answers for this? You know, someone gets lassoed. Is the Oracle just going to ult that off? I can't even think of what the... See, I've been doing so well with my ability names here. Where's Oracle? Because I always get them mixed up. Fortune's End, Fate's Edict, False Promise, Purifying Flames. Okay, here we go. So Lifestealer has been banned. Fair enough. Lifestealer would pair very nicely with the Storm Spirit. Ball in, Infest Bomb, get on top of someone, especially pairing that with the Bat Rider, someone who pulls that key hero out of position. Storm Spirit jumps them and, you know, just kill them quickly in the duration of the lasso. So the final ban now for Mavericks, they're going to take away the puck. It's a good solid ban, I would say. There's puck is just very, very good in the mid lane at the moment. Really gives you a lot of what you want out of your mid lane. The ability to start a fight, the ability to deal damage, be it... Well, it's normally magic damage from the mid laner, and, well, puck has tons of that. As well as a bit of survivability and also independence. Something very important in the current meta is the ability to deal with 5 heroes in your lane at 4 minutes. That just seems to be Dota these days, is that... yeah, come 4 or 5 minutes, there is going to be a 3 or a 4 hero gank to the mid lane. And having a hero that can deal with that, like Puck, is just really a way of solving that problem. They do have some good defensive supports with Oracle and Witch Doctor, but ideally you'd want to be able to have those supports moving around the field. So the Ursa's picked by the Mavericks. This is very, very good, I believe. Yeah, okay, they're on the Radiant side, so this will give them some Roche-taking potential, and that actually is a very, very nice synergy with Storm Spirit. Ursa and Storm Spirit don't necessarily go well together in terms of their hero abilities, but with Ursa providing the Aegis, all of a sudden, that is very, very strong, because Storm Spirit is the best Aegis carrier in the game. And the final pick from Sweet Original Name is going to be the Death Prophet, which is, well, it's kind of following along that line, isn't it? Tanky heroes that are very, very hard to kill. Plus the Oracle, you know, I could see, even though they have an Ursa, I could see this Mavericks team really struggling to get the kills on the board. The proviso being that the Oracle actually gets some farm and some levels. If the Oracle is under-leveled, this is a range creep. You know, the Oracle's not really going to do much in this game. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this turns out. I would even suggest that maybe they go double dual lane, send the Witch Doctor bottom with the Juggernaut, because they'll be able to kill pretty much anyone in that lane, and send the Oracle top with the Underlord to get a little bit of farm, make sure the Underlord gets in the game, gets some items, gets, you know, Crimson Guard, something like that. Pipe of Insight would probably also be very, very strong here. And we'll see who takes this first game. As soon as they want to load in. I'm going to have some water and get myself ready for what's going to be a hype game. Son of Evil says that Scroat doesn't know how to play Batrider. Well, dunno. Alright, so we have a pause. Pandora is he's DC'd. Jeez. Okay. And thankfully I don't have to admin today. I've been let off. I've been let out of jail, and it's going to be yeah, going to be a good thing. Dear me, I gotta use the poop remote too. I don't even think they can see it. It's a tactical P. Tactical P. Anyway. Now the thing that I wonder is what is going to happen with this Underlord. Because I feel like whilst the draft is good from Sun, they need some things to go right. I feel like the Underlord, the Oracle, even the Death Prophet are vulnerable in this game. The views of Scrotzenosh. XD. Oh dear. He had to replace his BMGG well played bind. I'm just letting the boys go here because I feel like there's really nothing to be said. They can just trash talk all they want, and because I'm not adminning, I don't have to hurry them up. Boots first, Night Stalker. Look the fuck out. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's heroes that are vulnerable. The Death Prophet. If the Death Prophet doesn't get what she needs, it's going to be hard. I think Dinosaur spotted that. That's an interesting Dire Ward there. Is he going to go for it? Is he going to place it? He's moving his sentry around. Surely you oh, it might have been spotted the other way. I wasn't paying attention. Could have been the other way. Nice deep ward in here for the Radiant offlane. Scroats has got that down very, very deep. And it looks like Aku does not have a sentry to de-ward that. Oh, okay, so Dinosaur has missed this mid-ward. It must have been placed before he got there. And, well, how does that work if it's got more to... Oh, I don't know. I give up! Now, is this... where is this place? This hasn't blocked this camp. We're going to have two runes go each way. This is going to be a hard lane for the Underlord. Against an Ursa, he's going to need help. Because if they land anything on him and some Fury Swipes stack up, a Trophy Aura or no, you're going to have a bad day. Can I press W? Doesn't work, okay. Chrissy is going to go up against Nova Lau here in the mid lane. Against the Storm Spirit. Bit of a classic matchup, this one. Both relatively short-ranged heroes. Meanwhile, the root hits onto the Batrider, and he is in a world of pain. Scroats feeds first blood. Dinosaur picks that up with the dank Witch Doctor right-click damage, and that is what they wanted. Meanwhile, Exodus is fine. Exodius, actually. It's not Exodus. Oh, the deny. He's going to have a rough time here. This is just going to be a hard lane. I think he knows that. I think he accepts it. Meanwhile, we have a gank down the mid lane. Aku. Oh, he forces the rotation from Kozi. I think that's a win. The Batrider has jumped really quickly. I don't think Nova Lau was ever in any danger there at all. But anyway, the support comes through and is not required at the end of the day. Scroats here, still looking for level 2. Hasn't got a CS yet, but your job as the offlaner is just to get experience at the end of the day. The Firestorm spam has begun. Oh, this is a Boots Ursa. The Exodius needs to be very, very careful there. If he gets a... Oh, hold on. He's diving for it. He wants it. Okay. Level 2, no worries. As I was saying, very, very hard for the Underlord in that lane. Chrissy doing a good job here, getting some nice CS. He's up by 1 on the Storm Spirit, and does have a couple of denies. Nova Lau is getting gone. Oh, the body blocks. The sexy body blocks by Aku. And that's a death. What a play. The Oracle with the body blocks. Nasty. Absolutely nasty. And that's what we need to see if you're a Sun fan. You want to see your team getting those kills, having the Oracle and the Death Prophet involved. And I said Sun fan, not a Suns fan. So anyway, the Death Prophet finds himself up kill here in this lane. The Storm Spirit is hanging around though, has enough gold for the bottle, will buy it out. And right now there are rotations coming to the middle lane. Right now, Kozi is going to be heading into nighttime in the next 30 seconds, so the Night Stalker will be looking for that first gank. And Sun need to be smart about realizing that there's a Night Stalker on the field and that someone's going to get ganked. Aku and Hawkeye exchanging right clicks and spells in the mid lane. Alright, and here's the first nighttime. Because he's in the bottom lane looking for the Underlord, but he does have this lane ward, so he is going to see the Night Stalker. And maybe that'll give it away, but that ward is proving its worth. It spotted a pool earlier, and now it's... Chrissy, we saw that. That was not 1, not 2, but 3 CS. Can't do that. So there's a Okay, double null tally, boots, and okay, finished wand as well, working into the bottle. Ooh, very nice there from Nova Lau. Gets a CS and a little bit of harass. Has a regen rune, so can spend the mana and be quite generous with his mana usage. Things settling down a little bit. Exodius has found level 3 here. I don't think he can really hang around much longer though, not with the Ursa having phase boots. Surprised that there's no Orb of Venom actually on the Ursa here, because the Ursa, you know, you could just use that slow along with this slow and the phase boots. Another thing that surprises me is no value point into Pit of Malice. Playing this lane, you know, you've got to expect that you're going to get run at. Speaking of being run at, Chrissy is getting gone on under his own tower. Double Spirit Siphon. Nice gank, nerds. They bring 3 and don't kill the hero. That feels bad. What a play. And really, Chrissy doesn't have anything. That's Spirit Siphon though, good spell, and it's going to synergize nicely with the Oracle later on in the game when False Promise comes online. That double heal will be very, very strong. Exodius is using that shrine now. Aku is going after Scroats. I think he needs to be careful here though, because he's in the neighborhood. Yeah, he's in a world of hurt. He purges off the... Oh, Aku is getting some of his own medicine here. The cask. Very nice cask. And he'll walk that off. Boots coming up trumps there. And, well, Scroats being a little bit under-leveled for this stage of the game will miss out on that kill. You compare it with the Exodius, who is level 5, 2 levels in front of the Mavericks offlaner. Working into a Soul Ring and Arcane Boots. Looks like the Ursa is going to rush a Blink Dagger. Fairly reasonable, I think. Nice. Do you play this hero? Ever? That's another miss CS. An uncontested miss CS. Meanwhile, Cozzy is getting run at up top. And, oh, Chase Rivers actually has Omni Slash. This is a dead nerd. He's going to take the skies. He's fine. What a hero. What an ability.
Dire are scanning.
They know he's there. They know he didn't have much mana. Can they find him? And right now, you have to think that Cozzy's butthole is puckered. I think he'll get away. Oh, dinosaur! He sees him! He sees him! Gets fogged. Doesn't hit the stun. The cask will fly. Spin again. Oh, the cask comes back. And, yep, he'll have to commit the Omni Slash. It happens eventually. 391 Omni Slash kills for Chase Rivers. Oh, meanwhile, rotations to the... Wow, how is this guy almost dead? Whatever. And all of a sudden, Sun getting kills all over the mid. It looks like... I don't know how the Storm Spirit died. Or did the Storm Spirit die? No, it was the Jakiro that died. Okay, that makes sense. Looks like they're going to rotate bottom and look to take this. Yes, with the Arcane Rune, that value. Someone's been watching their Purge videos. So Chrissy, Exodius, Dinosaur, and Aku all down here, ready to take the first tower in the game. Leaves Chase Rivers all on his lonesome in the top lane. I don't think... Oh, the TP mid with the Exorcism still running. There's a little bit of time left. I don't think they can really do much with the tower. No, it'll run out pretty much straight away as they get to the middle lane. It was a good idea though. I don't mind that kind of aggressive idea of, hey, maybe we can get more with what we got right now. Yule Scepter going to be coming next on the DP. Aku moving around. We'll switch over to net worth now and see if we can get a little bit of an overview as to the money side of the game right now. And Aku is getting some money. This is great news. Right now, Scroats is completely shut out of the game though. His net worth is very, very low, and he needs to start. Well, he needs to find some stacks. He needs to create some stacks and try and get a little bit of money going here, because at the moment he's a very long way from anything. So DD on the Death Prophet. The Nova Lau working towards a Bloodstone has something on the Courier. What's that on the Courier? Power Treads. He's working. Okay, he's going to have his treads. Exodius just dropping that Firestorm. As far as abilities go, this is pretty obnoxious. Just dropping the Firestorm every single time on a creep wave, it just makes it hard, you know. Chase Rivers now with 2 points in Healing Ward. This will be the fairly push-heavy Juggernaut that we see, and it will amp their push. Oh, okay. That happened, and I missed it. T-Tours. As I was saying, Exorcism is back up. They could potentially rotate top and put some pressure on that top tower with the Juggernaut Omni Slash. They also, wow, okay, so that's a very, very nice timing. They have False Promise online for the Oracle. Dinosaur is a little bit short of his 6, so he'll need just a little bit more XP, and he'll have it. I'm not really sure there's much that Kozi can do up here in the top. Oh, CS lol. Okay. Scroats, what are you going to do here exactly? Siphon him? Yeah, now get him. Ooh, that ice path from Hawkeye. What a hero. Seriously, Shakiro, OP, yo. So level 6 now for Dinosaur. He'll be allowed. He'll be much more relevant in the game. Looks like we're going to have a straight Manta style for Chase Rivers on the Juggernaut. Yasha on the Courier by the looks, and on the way out. Yule Scepter nearly finished on the Death Prophet. Good item against the Storm Spirit. The Storm Spirit balls in, silences you. You can Yules yourself, Yules him, and also gives you mana. You're always a little bit short of mana on the DP. So it's going to be a straight mechanism here for the Underlord, looking to go for maybe an early Guardian Greaves. Okay, quite nice. Helps against the Ursa. Speaking of the Ursa, Blink Dagger online now, working towards a Vladimir's offering. He'll probably be looking towards Roshan before the 20-minute mark, I would think. Nighttime now. Oh, Kozi has just walked into an Omni Slash, and he will be fine because he's a great hero. And now Chase Rivers is in trouble. No, he's fine. A little bit of a skirmish. Looks like Hawkeye will be the one to die here. Aku does the Oracle thing and picks up the kill. They are running for more though. They want this. That's not going to happen. And TP, what an item. They all just TP away. But the Death Prophet Exorcism is off cooldown. I would imagine that they push this tower right now, and yep, there's the Exorcism committed. With Exodius up front, the Witch Doctor and the Oracle all ready to go. I don't think this tower is long for the world. The Jakiro Macropie is doing a great job at de-pushing right now, though. It's going to waste a fair amount of the duration of the Exorcism. In fact, so much so that it's nearly going to be off cooldown. It will have expired. In jumps the Ursa. Nova Lau's in there. Wow! The Witch Doctor just explodes. Nova Lau's in a world of hurt, though he cannot ball lightning out. Aku picks up the kill. Again, Purifying Flames, great ability. See, this is why I love playing Oracle. You just pick up some kills early in the game, get a quick Midas, and then be like, yeah, I'm good now, boys. I'll buy wards. It's fine. Anyway, healing ward, 26 seconds. I think they can sustain this push. Even though the exorcism is down. No, maybe they have to back here. Scroats gets spotted. In comes the Ursa. Oh, the combo. Right now, Pandora taking a lot of damage. Someone's lassoed and they're dead. Kozi's going to die. Lots of damage flying around here. It's kills flying left, right, and center. Chrissy Constanza is in the trouble. No, not quite. Unfortunately, it does go against Sun there. Mav pulling out a great fight. The Ursa lives somehow. And Nova Lau heading towards that Bloodstone with every passing kill. It's a shame the Witch Doctor wasn't there. That was ripe for a cask and a big Death Ward ultimate. Kozi working towards a magic wand. Big huge item there. Value item, admittedly, but come on, bro. It's 15 minutes in the game. Good news is Scroats does have his Blink Dagger online, working towards the Falstaff. He's getting back into the game. He's 2-2-3 now. This is not all bad, considering the start he had, which was, well, it was worrying. I wouldn't say it was an atrocious start, because he didn't feed, he didn't stay in a lane he couldn't be in. He went jungle, he got what he could, and now he is getting back into this game, which is really good to see. Oh. And Aku is getting jumped here. He's going to ult himself. He's going to heal himself. I imagine that he's fine. The jump away from Nova Lau. Yep, good ability. False promise. Yeah, this goes down to a 30-second cooldown at level 3. How good is that? Oh. Oracle needs to be played more often. With or without Huskar, I don't mind. Treads now for the Death Prophet. Nova Lau still a way off his Bloodstone. He's got a ways to go. It's not the best Bloodstone timing. Normally you'd want 16 to 18 minute Bloodstone. The Ursa has been spotted snooping around the Roche pit. Does he blink in? No, he doesn't. I think he knows that they know. Glimmer Cape coming for Aku. The Ursa is actually going to go straight BKB. Skips out on the Vlads that was queued. And is going to go straight into that magic immunity. Clearly feeling that there is way too much control from the Dire. And wanting to be able to really be mobile in these fights and deal damage. And it's a good idea, you know. I think Ursa isn't a hero whose spike comes earlier rather than later. And if the game does go too late, you know, the Ursa is going to find things hard. As those BKBs wear down, you know, he was always going to buy one. As they wear down, how does he fight, and how does he kill heroes when they have all these great kiting mechanisms? Anyway, Chase Rivers, Ultimate Orb, now up, heading towards the Manta Star. Only another 650 gold to go. DD in the river. Aku spots out a sentry. The warding game for Sun is very, very strong right now. Both Dinosaur and Aku are committing a lot of gold at the moment for wards, for sentries. You can see that every ward is nearly accompanied by a sentry. They really feel that they want to be winning this vision game right now. And that one just clicks on the that observer right there. Dinosaur, however, that ward may spell the end. Scroats has a 4-staff. He does catch him. In balls Nova Lau, and poof! There goes the Witch Doctor. So this will probably transfer into a tier 1 tower push. Great play there from Scroats on the Bat Rider, doing his job perfectly, finding the pick, realising that Dinosaur was up there alone. Ooh, meanwhile, the Ursa has been spotted in the Roche Pit. Exodius is going to right-click him a bit. Nothing to cancel the TP though. So the top tower does go down. And Exodius with the presence of mind to stop that Roshan attempt. Mantisar now finished for the Juggernaut. How's Chrissy doing? He's working towards a pipe. Wow, okay. So this Death Prophet is going to be the definition of tank. The plan from Sun is clearly to rely on their abilities rather than their right-click damage at the moment. They're planning to outlast the Radiant in these fights. Smoke. They're running mid. They see the Night Stalker. Here's a hard kill, especially without any kind of super hard lockdown. The Witch Doctor is very strong. He'll get a cask, the root, and then the Omni Slash. That makes sure of that one. Chase Rivers does take the kill. They'll probably transfer this into a push. There's another Arcane Rune. Chrissy Constanza is a Purge fan. And there's the Macropire to try and de-push this wave. The Healing Ward is up, and it's going to help keep things alive. The Bat Rider jumps in, takes out the Oracle, who is a long way out of position. The Oracle's just dead. The Ursa is silenced, controlled, a lot of damage. There goes the Ursa. The Ursa's dead. Chase Rivers, meanwhile, he's in the base. No, he pulls out. He decides not to commit to that one, and there goes the middle tower. You have to think that that trade is in the advantage for Sun, giving up their support for the core of Mavs. Diffusal Blade queued next for the Juggernaut. I like how Hawkeye is playing the Jakiro right now. He's using Macropire every single time there's a major push. I very, very much like the idea that Mavs have when it comes to this Death Prophet, because the Death Prophet does need a wave to tank for her. That's just how this hero works. And the Jakiro is largely removing the threat of the Exorcism push with Macropire, because it's removing the creep wave from a long distance. Makes me wonder if we'll see a Jakiro Aghanim's this game to extend the length and the duration of the Macropire. The idea being that... oh, okay. Grab on the Death Prophet. She is very tanky. Yules. There is 5 heroes there. Stunned by the Ice Path, and that is a dead hero. And 1 Bloodstone charge for the Storm Spirit, who just finished it not moments before. A slow Bloodstone timing for Nova Lau, however, starts it off the right way, gets a charge on it immediately, and all of a sudden, Sun need to be very, very careful of the pickoff, because Scroats and Kozzy are going to be looking. They're going to be looking for that opening, and if they can find one, these heroes are going to struggle to stay alive, I think. Okay, they're very, very close to one another. Do they see? Do they see? Scroats goes up, and Chase Rivers gets it off. No. That's a very, very good bit of malice, though. The deny from the Storm Spirit. Chase Rivers in a lot of trouble right now, taking a lot of damage. The Exorcism, are they going to try and TP out of this? No, he cancels it. I was going to say, I thought this fight was going okay with Chrissy Constanza being in the mix. Now, yes, they take 1 for 1, and it's a support for a core, and it looks like Hawkeye is going to go down as well. 4 stars out, the ghosts are chasing him. Is he fine? Is he okay? No, I don't think he's fine. He jukes to the north, gets spotted, and Aku secures the kill. So a 2 for 1 trade there. Good fight around this area. Chase Rivers with the very good reactions, getting the Blade Fury off. and dodging all of the all the control from Mavs. And sadly enough, the Bloodstone deny from Nova Lau gets the Bloodstone and then has to do suicide. Not ideal at all. I have to wonder if 4-staff might be an idea for Nova Lau this game. 4-staff himself out of all this shit that's going on from the Dire. Anyway, game quiets down again. No Roche attempt thus far. Pandara did actually. He stopped off for a Morbid Mask. Interesting choice here. That probably means that he would have had the BKB for that last fight. And I believe he died. If he has a BKB, maybe he doesn't die. Because there was a lot of control that was dropped on his head, and he really found it hard to move around in the fight and whack people. Exodius has finished his pipe. He's going to go in for the Lotus Orb. This is definitely the tanky Underlord. 3 points in a Trophy Aura. He's gone the Spell Amp, 12% Spell Amp rather than movement speed. Interesting choice. The Armor as well, rather than Mana. We see rotations to the top. Crisea Costanza is moving back to the tower. Should be okay. Has a Ghost Scepter now to try and deal with this Ursa, I would say. Deep in the trees and possibly ready. Chase Rivers pushing down. Has his Diffusal Blade finished if he wants it. That'll be a lot more damage for the Juggernaut coming into this next fight. A little bit of Kite for the Ursa as well. Mavs posturing for the top here. They have 90 seconds until night time. Nova Lau is just going to blitz that wave down. And the response is coming right now. Dinosaur, very aggressive warding mission there. Getting up and around the edge, trying to scout out the position of Mavs. Mavs seem to know that it's coming. They spotted TPs out of the mid lane, I would say. And they're just going to back as 5 now. Deciding that they don't really want to take this fight right now. Not without the Batrider anyway. They want their Initiator on deck so that they can get the right jump. Looks like they are just going to completely back off and farm. Speaking of farm, Scroats has found his way back into this game. Excellent performance thus far from the Mavericks offlaner. Getting back into this after a very, very rough start indeed. Lotus Orb. Is there anything really obnoxious? Well, there's actually a little bit of single target stuff that would be really good to block. But the push is coming in heavy. Top lane now. Sun going to come in with the Exorcism. Where is Hawkeye? He's going to elect actually not to de-push this. The push is coming too hard and too fast. Ooh, they're actually going to mech the wave here. It looks like they are going to commit to the high ground push here. Have they spotted something? Is the Ursa is without a TP. They've spotted an opening here and they're wanting to go for it to try and get some trip damage. In goes the Ursa. He gets stunned immediately. Dinosaur does see it coming. The BKB is expanded. The lasso jumps in. Exodius is going to try and get his team out. The Ice Path hits on 3, hits on 4. 3 get out. And Mav take the fight in exchange for, well, I'd say 3/4 the health of their T3 tower. They do lose the 2 supports on the side of Sun. I wonder if that was worth. I'll leave that to the academics. Oh, and Mavs. Excellent play here from Mavs. Pushing the tempo, realizing, hey, we have a small opening here. It's tiny, but we do have an Ursa. Let's go, Roche. It's going to be spotted by Exodius. He is tanky. Can he get it out? Oh, Dinosaur with the nice channel Death Ward gets interrupted by the bounce. The Ice Path. In comes the Ursa. He's angry. That's an angry, scary bear. He 4-staffed away by Hawkeye. He's getting chased. He's getting... Oh, there's so many units around. He can't move. He gets killed. There goes the Ursa. Hawkeye's going to TP out. And that opening was too small. Not big enough at all to take advantage there and take roast. Looks like Sun... They're just barreling down the mid lane now. Are they looking tier 3 again? The healing ward dies. They have no exorcism. But yes, they are just looking tier 3 right now. They don't actually care at all. The Death Prophet gets lassoed. The Ursa buys back. Nova Lau jumps in. Up goes the Death Prophet. Ursa's in the back line. BKB committed. He kills off one support. He's going for the second support. Is he going to get it? Yes, he will. Exodius TP's out. It looks like the cores are going to be fine. Well, Christy Constanza is running to the top. No, that's a dead nerd if ever I've seen one. That's 3 for nothing. Again, Mavs holding the high ground. And you have to wonder if that was a good decision there by Sun, trying to go up onto the tier 3. Pandara with the immediate buyback. The call was made and he committed to it hard, and back in the Roche pit we go. Again, another opening here for Mavs, especially with the Death Prophet down for 42 seconds. Cozy working towards an Axe. Nova Lau has the Yules finished. He's going to go Orchid next. Oh, a bit of illusion bait here. Scroats shows it up. The Exodius Underlord is going to Dark Rift everyone in, but no, they're going to bank. Ursa takes the Roche before they can get there. Chase Rivers has stalled out a little bit. He's sitting on top of the net worth, but he's still quite a way away from his next item, which is the Lotus Orb. I wonder about this one. It's clearly to deal with the Bat Rider. He doesn't want to get initiated on. And it seems like Aku has been struggling to find that false promise. The initiation from Scroats on the Bat Rider has been strong every single time. And we yet to see one get cancelled. The smoke coming in. Cozy. Oh, he's speedy. They see him. They can't catch him. Nova Lau is a long way up. Can they do anything about it? He zips into the trees. He has no TP. Buys one. It's off cooldown. He should be fine. He's hanging in the trees right now. The Dire. They spot him. He gets rooted up. He's going to zip deeper in the trees. He's baiting right now. He's looking to pull them out of position. Pandora. Yes, that's going to be a dead Witch Doctor. Too slow. That's one. They're now looking for 2. They're going to get it by the looks of it. Exodius. He is tanky. It's taking them a long time to kill him, but that's all she wrote for the Underlord. And it doesn't look like they will be able to push as the wave is back near their own tier 2. Cozy still has 400 to go before the Ags. I just noticed this vision as well from the Sun supports. They have not 1 but 2 wards in Mavericks base. Good stuff. I love it. Aegis still on the Ursa, so they can look for another fight. The Exorcism is off cooldown for Chrissy on the Death Prophet. And it looks like an Octarine is what they're going to go for, as well as the Lincolns. Okay. Fair enough. Lincoln Sphere is only a little bit away for Chase Rivers. Maybe another 1,000, 1,100 gold. The Bat Rider is looking, though. He's a long way. The initiation comes. Can they control him? Oh, the Death Prophet. Oh, what? Oh, he false promised an illusion. It's a disaster for Sun. And they're going to take the fight from here. Pandara, BKB'd up. The Death Ward is channeled. Is cancelled by Hawkeye. Nova Lau jumping in. He's going to deal with the Witch Doctor. Can the Exodius? No, he dies as well. And this game, all of a sudden, it is crumbling for Sun. It's a disaster for Aku. He false promises an illusion, and Chase Rivers dies because of it. He nearly got it off. Had he landed that on the Juggernaut, you have to think the Juggernaut gets all these spells off and murders 2 or 3 of the Mav heroes, but now they're looking, they're staring down the barrel of a tier 3 push. The jump in, aggro is pulled. This is probably the only bad thing about the Mavs lineup, is that they don't have anyone particularly strong at taking towers. The Jakiro is probably their best hero, and it looks like they are just going to back off. They're actually going to show Sun a lot of respect here, and not push anything too hard. Exorcism, not committed. Omnislash, not committed. It's no wonder they lost that fight. You have to wonder, you have to think, if Sun get a better fight, things are going to be a lot more even. But the jump and the initiation from Scroats, again, was just wonderful. He found the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut didn't really do anything, and the Ursa nearly killed him in the duration of the lasso. Ursa is working on an Abyssal Blade, so this control will just become longer. I have to wonder, is the Lincoln Sphere enough? Would the Juggernaut have been better going for flat HP, something like a Skadi, or even going for something like a BKB, even though a BKB doesn't really do much against an Ursa? So the push is coming strong bottom lane right now. They don't have the Octarine Core online, so this Exorcism will be full duration. There is 10% cooldown reduction for the DP. Wow, that tower just melts. Are they going to go tier 3 here? I'm reminded quite heavily of teams like MVP Phoenix. Because look at this push. Oh, okay. That's an axe, and that's a mini black hole. And this fight, it looks like it is going to go the way of Mavs again. As Sun go top, they go into the base, and again they lose 2 heroes. It's like that was extremely unexpected. That Nova Lau with the clutch Aghanims pickup pulls out a mini black hole, ravages 3. And it gets comboed by Hawkeye on the Jakiro with the Ice Path. Great play there by Mavs. It's, yeah, and it was only the Underlord Darkbreath that really saved Sun from that being an absolute disaster. Lotus Orb now completed. Will help a little bit. Aghanims finished on the Night Stalker, so they're going to have a massive vision advantage at night time now, and this game is getting progressively harder for Sun. Lincoln's finished for Juggernaut, so he's a little bit safer. However, Scroat already has tools with which to pop it. He has Blink, Force, and Yules. So if he's quick enough, can get a lasso onto Chase Rivers. So Chase will need to be fast with that Blade Fury. He's shown he's got good reactions earlier in the game, but I can't help but wonder, he would have seen the Batrider coming. Okay. Looks like they're just going to push here on this this bottom lane. The Octarine Core is finished for the Death Prophet. And the Lincoln Sphere is going to be the next item. With the game sitting the way it is, it's hard to see which team is going to win. Nova Lau is having a great game on the Storm Spirit, 5-3 and 13. He's getting quite strong. I love the Aghanims pickup, especially considering that Hawkeye was expecting it, and that he was able to combo beautifully with the ball lightning in. Dinosaur still struggling a little bit to get some levels. Only level 13 here. Aku not much better, only at level 14, but he does have an Aether Lens up and ready to go. This is great because the cast range for False Promise is now approximately 1 million. I'm very interested to see what happens if this does go late, and by late I mean past 60 minutes. I wonder, how are these teams going to match up? Is Nova Lau just going to completely take over the game? Is the Night Stalker Ags really going to be what turns the tide? Or are we going to see this tanky lineup finally be as tanky as it promises to be? That is what the questions I have right now. Exodius is going to Dark Rift them up. But they're Dark Rifting in on the tower. Oh, that's a ballsy move. It's a wonder Mav didn't want to fight that and take the pick if they could. But they elect to back. They say, no, we're not going to take that fight. We don't want to fight under those circumstances. We'll back. We'll farm. And the gem now for the Night Stalker, they're going to be taking back a lot of map control from Sun. And from here on in, it is going to be very, very hard for Dinosaur and Aku Aku to keep that vision up and really give their team the insight that they're going to need to be taking good fights. So, do you continue to play the vision game, or is it all of a sudden just a matter of going and fighting where you know you're going to be fought? And that could be the idea here. They are running down the bottom lane again, as Sun have done all this game. And they're doing this without an Aegis. I would love to see Sun pick up an Aegis here, but they're not going to do it. They're just going to go in. Exorcism committed. In comes Nova Lau. Another mini Ravage. The Death Prophet ult does... it's doing work right now. False Promise is committed. This fight is going well for Sun. They are dealing a lot of damage. The Death Prophet is dealing the damage. He's bringing the deeps, and there we go. The buybacks are committed from the Radiant. The ball back in from Nova Lau. He doesn't find much, and the racks are gone. Chase Rivers. Omni Slash is down, looking for the Ursa here. It's all happening, and I'm struggling to keep up, but that is a dieback on the Ursa, and that just might be the game here. They do have a little bit left. No, the Exorcism is down, but Juggernaut is a hell of a pushing hero, and so is the Underlord. There's the lasso committed on the Death Prophet. She is very strong though. Aku Aku doesn't have anything to save her right now. Nova Lau, he is dropping what damage he can on Chrissy Constanza. Uses himself up. Chase Rivers, Blade Fury out. Chrissy Constanza is still being focused. They're not doing the damage though. They're just not doing enough. She's feeling through it all right now. He's saying, bring what you've got. That's another death. The Night Stalker goes down. They're moving on to the last lane right now, and Mavs, despite everything they can, they're bringing everything they can, and they just can't do it. Sun finally break the base. They break Mavs here in the 42nd minute, and wow, what a game. Sun get the victory, and what a way to end that one. You would have to say that that was going to happen one way or another. Either Sun were going to break Mavs, or they were going to be broken themselves. And ladies and gentlemen, that is game number 1 in this best of 3 series here in the AEF Season 3. I look forward to seeing you in the next game, which should be up very, very shortly.